As moms, we're told that the days are long but the years are short, or that we should soak up every moment because they go by so quick. And while these things are true, it can feel very invalidating when you're going through a hard season. And sometimes these comments can send us into a spiral of shame, otherwise known as mom guilt, about where we fall short, feeling guilty when we've lost our temper, when we weren't grateful, when we were really stressed out. And while, yes, this is a very blessed season that we are in with these young children, it is also hard. And we can acknowledge that. It's hard when you have to put everything before yourself. Your health may suffer because of it, your spirituality might suffer, you might have a hard time completing day to day tasks. Now that we've acknowledged that it's hard, it's also true that we should be grateful. When we hear these comments from people, it's usually because they've experienced it. They've had children. They look back now that their children are grown up and they wish they would have slowed down, reprioritized, and really soaked up those years before they were gone. And sometimes we just get too caught up in our checklists that we don't acknowledge our blessings. And maybe you do recognize your blessings. But all of humanity has this issue where the grass is always greener on the other side, right? You're always missing out on something. Somebody else always has something better that you want. And now you have to put your needs and desires last. Before I was a mom, I could go as I please. I could get ready in peace. I could enjoy a warm meal and a cup of coffee. But now I have to read books and attend to little children and spill my coffee, stop what I'm doing to console a crying baby. I would be lying to you if I told you that there wasn't times that I wanted to do anything other than be a mom. Although I love my children, I would do just about anything for them. We often neglect and take for granted the people that we're closest to because we can. They're always going to be there, right? This is how our children feel about us. Yes, their brains are not fully developed, so we have to cut them a little bit of slack. But most of it is because we're always there. They know that when they're mean to us, they don't appreciate us, they have a meltdown, that mommy's still going to be there. And although we love our children and we don't do things for recognition, it's nice to be appreciated, to see that your works are recognized. And when we feel like we're being used and abused all day long, especially from little ones we love so much, it can be really hard to keep going. There's a verse in the Bible, in Colossians 3:23 through 24, it says, "And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive your reward of inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ." That is what I have to tell myself every day. And I fall short, and I say to my kids, "Do you not see everything I'm doing for you?" But in reality, they might not. They might not acknowledge it. And that's okay because I'm not doing it just for them. I'm doing it for God. I am being a good steward of what He has given me, and I'm taking care of not only my children, but His. So as I'm sitting here making my children's lunch, preparing for the day ahead, washing clothes, cleaning the house, it can feel very repetitive. The same thing over and over, and it can be hard to find satisfaction. But then I can remember a point when I wished for this life, when I wished for these children. I asked God to give them to me, and I would take care of them. And now I look and I'm grumbling, and I'm burnt out. This is what is referred to in the Bible as denying the flesh. My flesh wants to tell my children that I need a break. Leave me alone. You're not being appreciative. I'm not going to do this for you. But that's not what I'm going to tell my children. I'm going to put on a happy face, be honest with them and tell them that what they do hurts my feelings, and keep serving my family. There's always that one mom that stands out to you from your childhood, that no matter how stressed out she was, no matter how much she had going on, you were always welcome in her home. She always fed you, she always invited you back. This is the mom that we all want to be. We don't want to be the mom that everyone feels like they have to walk on eggshells around because she'll get angry at any moment. But somehow we so easily fall into that. One thing that I have tried to do, and although I fall short and I have my moments where I have to ask for forgiveness for losing my temper, when I do remember these things, when I remember that these are just children. Here's an example. I'm in the middle of making breakfast. One child is asking me to fill up their empty water bottle. The baby is crying because she's hungry. The other child needs help getting their socks on. My first instinct is to get upset and to say, "Why is it always like this? Why can't you see what I'm doing?" Before I get upset, if I can remember, I kneel down, get on the child's level that's crying, look them in their eyes. If you can look into your child's eyes, you will remember that they are your child, that you love them, and they are not someone who is trying to hurt you. And give them a hug. And do not let go until they let go first. This quick moment of slowing down, getting oxytocin instead of cortisol running, I guarantee you will help you in almost every situation. Now, I know not everything I say will apply to everybody. I know I'm very blessed to be able to stay home with my children, and not every mom gets that opportunity. But I am going to go as far as to say I would love to have a lunch break. I would love to have a drive home from work and to work. Like they say, the grass is always greener on the other side. You're always missing out on something. Someone else always has something easier, right? But that's not true, because I don't want to miss a single moment. I get to watch my kids grow up. I get to be their teacher. I get to make them homemade food. I get to pour all my love into them, not hear about it from a daily report. A simple mindset shift will change just about everything. And like I said, I fall short daily. My husband hears about it, trust me, and I have to apologize for where I've fallen short, for losing my temper, for being burnt out. And this is where grace comes in. When your loved ones who see how you actually are working so hard, they give you grace and they understand. And you give grace to them in their seasons of hard times. And when you're older and your children have their own children, you can tell them the same thing, that it is hard, that you're sorry that they're struggling, that they will get through it, and that you're here to listen and to help when you can, and that they're not alone. I don't believe that we were meant to live so isolated. I truly think that God designed us as a family to help each other, for mothers to have their mothers and their sisters and their aunts, and to be able to raise up our children together and have this village we all want. And although in this modern age we don't quite have that, we can seek help. We can seek wise counsel. Although it can be scary, ask for the help that you want to receive and give the help that you want to. So I just want to jump in here really fast and along this topic of finding contentment in motherhood and the mundane, the hard. Today has been especially hard. Big emotions, meltdowns, disobedience, having to push through and still love your child. And then when it's finally quiet, peaceful during nap time, and you think you're going to get time to yourself, we have this. I tried to put her down like 3 times, and every time she wakes up, so I just pushed through, put her on my back. Gonna prep dinner now because I don't know how the rest of the afternoon or evening is gonna be with this sleep deprived grumpy girl. But I was frustrated because I wanted to work out. I haven't worked out in like a week, and all my nap times keep getting interrupted and full of taking care of grumpy baby, and that's fine. That's what she needs. And motherhood is selfless, and you're supposed to put your kids before you, but this is realistic. This is life. This is how it is. And I'm not going to let it ruin my day, even though I'm frustrated. And that's okay. I can be frustrated and disappointed, but I just wanted to put that out there, that if any of you are trying so hard to prioritize your health and what is important to you and has to be put on the back burner for your kids, I see you. The Lord sees you. This is sanctifying work that you're doing,
And trust me, one day you'll look back and miss these cute moments, even though they don't feel fun and cute right now.
Like I was saying, a lot of us wish that we had people that would just know what we need, but they don't always know what we need. Are we always considering everyone else and what's going on in their lives? I'm not gonna lie, I get caught up in my life and don't always think, I should check in with this person. I wonder what they need help with. Side note, if you're trying to push through a task that you really don't want to do, get a yummy drink. I promise it'll make you feel better. That's what I did when I didn't want to finish making dinner and I was really exhausted. Back to what I was saying, I have this habit of not asking for the help I need, but complaining about not having help. Now, not everyone is always going to be able to give you the help that you need, but more often than you'd realize, if you just ask for it, somebody usually will be able to help you and want to help you. Just like we would want to help our children and give them everything that they need, you have to give other people a chance to love you too. But what if we can't receive the help that we want? Sometimes we can't get help. Sometimes other people are busy, and we'll need to learn to adjust. Maybe in this season, you can't make every meal from scratch. Maybe you can't do all the extracurriculars. Maybe you can't go to all the play dates. But what you can do is talk with your family, be present with them, choose what's a priority, and stick to that. There is a season for everything. There is a season to be adventurous and fly by the seat of your pants, and then there's another time where you need to stay home. You need to take care of your little children, tend to their every need, and then nourish yourself when you do get a chance. And I get it. Sometimes I'd like to go do other things or reminisce of the life I used to live. But in these simple moments of being home with your children, being present with them, slowing down, you're making core memories that they will remember. And then when they're grown up, or at least a little bit older, toddlers can usually go out and about easier than babies, and you can do the things that you want to do. You'll look back and you'll remember, wow, that was really hard, but it will just be a memory. It feels so real right now because you're going through it, but in 6 months, a year, you'll be in a completely different season, and it'll feel like, how did we ever get through it? But you will. And I'm saying this to you as I am currently going through one of the hardest seasons. Ever since I had my baby girl 8 months ago, it has been one challenge after another, waiting for, oh, just give her a month, it'll get easier. And I really think the Lord is testing me. Are you going to be content in this season, or are you just waiting for it to get easier? Because it's not getting easier. The Apostle Paul says, I have learned to be content in whatever state that I am in. And I think we could really learn from this. Are you only content when things are going well? Or are you going to see your blessings? See that eventually you will learn from this and get past this? I hope this video could offer you some encouragement and know that you're not alone. I hope that you'll stay and subscribe. Give this video a like and comment if you can relate to anything in this video and what you have learned. And let me know down below one thing that you find beautiful in the mundane of motherhood.